So I'm going to try to make this clear and concise because I have talked about this on my platform before, but it's good to come back and review this information again. The idea that routinely changing your IVs will prevent infection has been disproven. We have enough evidence that has shown us that there is no decrease in infection rates by routinely changing IVs. In 2011, the CDC changed their requirements from routinely changing IVs every 3 to 4 days to clinically indicated. So when the IV shows signs of failure, that's when we actually take it out. Now, if you have time, I would recommend that you go and read this particular research article. It's really interesting to see exactly how they went about gathering this research and why we believe it so much. Now, what I'm not saying is that if you're at a hospital that requires you to change your IVs routinely, not to do that. You have to follow whatever policy that you're under. But when it comes to actual evidence-based research, there is no proof that routinely changing your IVs limits or prevents infections. That's just something that your hospital is doing just because. What I will say is that there are a lot of downsides to routinely changing someone's IV. Number one, their vessel health. We have so many patients who are chronically ill, who may need to come to the hospital over and over again. And if they have to do that and have to get their IVs routinely changed, what are we doing to the patient's vessels? We're depleting them. Guys, vessels are not just these things that just regenerate and we can just use them forever. The more and more and more that we use them and pierce them, we create scar tissue, we decrease the health of the vessel. It's really just not a good idea. Plus, patient satisfaction. Patients don't like to get stuck. Why would we have to do that? If we don't have to do that, why should we do that? Especially if you have a functioning line. Why would we do that? And lastly, who's to say you're going to get the IV in every time? What if you have to stick the patient twice just to do that routine IV change? It's just putting the patient through a hell that they shouldn't have to go through when they have a perfectly functioning line. So no, we shouldn't be routinely changing IVs based on evidence.